We've been hearing lots of good things about JK's camp, Tony. What's going right for him? What's different about him?
I'd say just his ability is really intentional about everything he's doing, and he's trying to be a leader. He's had a great camp. Much more physical in his running style as far as attacking defenders and putting his foot in the ground and not dancing around looking for big runs. You're just running and taking what's there, and just being real decisive in the way he's running the ball right now. So it's been really good.
How much of that,
Coach? Can you screw that loose a little bit?
Yeah.
Thank you.
how much of that is different than the way he practiced before? Because we've heard about the dancing around last year in the games, but
Well, he did that in practice a lot too.
okay.
And I think he's, I don't know, I wouldn't say a finesse guy, but he's always trying to make guys miss and this, that, and the other, versus just put your foot in the ground, trust your speed, and finish runs in a more powerful and manner. And he's a lot stronger than he's been. He's probably as strong as he's ever been. And we've challenged him as a staff. We've challenged him to do certain things for our offense, for our football team, and he's responded.
Coach Day's talk. He's basically been. It feels like he's throwing down a challenge to the backups to step up.
Yeah.
If you had to go play tomorrow.
Yeah.
What's changed for him?
Well, he's bigger, and he's been able to be a little bit more physical. And he's an older guy, and he's providing leadership. He's making plays. He's playing at a real good rate of speed right now, and doing well. And I think one of the things that's probably helped him some too is he's been able to focus on just this and not bounce around. And I think that's probably helped him. You'd have to ask him, but I think that's lended to some of his successes.
How much has Master Teague's absence for some of this camp influenced that? It seems like there was a lot of expectation. Maybe he could be that guy.
Well, I mean, it's just giving other guys more opportunities, and all of a sudden, somebody who's going to share reps isn't in there. It just provides more opportunities for the other guys, and they've capitalized on those.
With DeMario, when did you become confident that he was a strong number 2 back? Because you answered the question even before Austin was done asking it, that DeMario's the guy there. When did you become confident he was the guy, Tony?
For me, probably about a week ago.
Saying ultimatum's not the right word. I mean, what do you want to see from that guy sitting over there, DeMario McCall? What is
I want to see him make plays for our football team
Yeah.
on a consistent basis. I want him to be the best player that he can be. I want him to continue to try to be a leader as an older statesman in the locker room and in our room, and just compete at a high level every day. And thus far in camp, he's done that.
Yeah, and he's talking about, he's been banged up off and on since he's been here and stuff.
Yes.
How much frustration did you sense from him the last couple of years when he couldn't go up there and swing the bat like he wanted to?
A lot, but I think that he's been much more intentional as far as taking care of his body and getting real close to our strength staff and our training staff and our doctors and whatnot. And he's bigger. He's as big as he's ever been. So I think at our position, that lends to be able to handle more of a load and more contact and things like that. So he's had a really good camp, and knock on wood, he stayed healthy thus far.
Does that affect the guys' consistency, Tony, when they're sort of in and out of the lineup? Not just not availability, but just sort of the mindset to make the right plays?
Absolutely, it does. I mean, when you're in and out of it, if you do something consistently every single day, you become much more consistent. Then all of a sudden, your consistency comes much more confidence, and it all plays into itself.
Do you feel confident right now that if DeMario McCall is your number 2 running back going into the season, that he's ready to take on that job?
I do.
What's that competition been like? I know that you guys have been challenging those guys to somebody who can really step up to take that job between DeMario, Master, Marcus, Steele. What have you seen from those 4 guys?
Well, it's been a healthy competition. I mean, and really, if you sat in those meeting rooms, it'd be, it's kind of neat to watch how DeMario and JK help the younger players. Help them through a transition. Listen, every single day during training camp was new for Steele Chambers. Every day is a new day. It's an eye-opening experience for him because he's never done it, and from day to day, and even for Marcus, he's never been to a college training camp. And one of the things we talked about, and Steele, we were kind of laughing about it. He had made comments. He's like, "Man, I'm tired. It's 13 hours of straight football every single day," and the older guys started laughing because they're used to that. And so it's not new to them. And One thing they've done a great job in the room is helping the young guys understand the expectations. They've helped the young guys understand how you go about your business every day. The importance of taking care of your body. It's one thing to say it, it's another thing to actually have to go do it.